Good morning. So we're going to work on employee insurance. So employee benefits. So our question is, how can you calculate your health insurance, unemployment benefits, and pension? And we'll also talk about vacation pay as well. Okay. So everybody think about some of the benefits that you have when working. Okay. So they give you insurance, tuition. So companies often do like tuition reimbursement, workers' compensation. So if you're hurt on a job, sometimes they'll give you like discounts, free stuff. Sick leave, so like paid sick leave, paid vacation. You'll get a raise or a bonus, and a 401k and pensions. Okay, they might also give you stock. Okay, so like stock in the company, so you can buy stock. Okay, so let's say everybody, so this one we're going to start looking at health insurance. Okay, everybody, so health insurance. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about. So you pay $88.50 each bi-weekly check. So each bi-weekly paycheck. That is 12%. So you don't pay all of it, your employer is paying the rest of it, of the total cost that the employer pays. Okay. What we want to know, how much does your employer pay? Okay. So we're going to use this, everybody. So it's going to be the percent times the total cost is equal to the amount that you pay times the number of paychecks that you get, so the number of checks per year. Okay, so we're going to do 12% as a decimal. Okay, just drop the percent sign and go to the left, add the decimal and the zero. Sorry, use that one. So 12% is the decimal. Total cost is C, so I'm going to use a C for cost, is equal to $88.50. Bi-weekly is going to be 26, so 26 paychecks in a year. Okay, so we get 2,301. Okay, so everybody, that is the amount that the employee pays. So you as the employee, that's what you pay. Okay, so we're going to divide by 12% as a decimal. Okay, and so our total cost is $19,175. Okay, so everybody, this is the total cost. Minus what the employee pays. Okay, everybody is going to give you the what the employer pays. Okay, so I'm going to put your amount in there. So the 2,301. You subtract those two. So your employer pays $16,874. So think about when you're looking at your pay that also has to include the health insurance. Okay, so let's look at another example, everybody. So you pay $24 every week, and that's 5% of the total cost. Okay, so how much do, okay, so A is you pay, total cost, and then the employer pays. Okay, so let's break it out to everybody. So it's going to be 24 times 52. So that's 1,248. Okay, that's your cost, everybody. Then we're going to do 5% as a decimal. Okay, so remember, so that's going to be 5% times the cost equals the 1,248. So we divide by 5% as a decimal for each side. So we get the total cost is 24,960. Okay. So again, everybody, this is the total cost. Okay, so now we're going to subtract that. This is your cost for your health insurance. So we're going to take that down here and do the, so 1,248. So we're going to subtract those two, everybody. Okay, and that's going to give us what the employer pays. So the $23,712, everybody. Okay, that is what the employer pays. Okay, so what if we had everybody where we had okay, so how much do you pay? So your employer contributes $12,266.67 and covers 91% of the total cost. Okay, how much do you pay? Okay, so everybody, so 91%. So we're going to do 91%. So everybody remember it's the percent times the total equals what they, that's going to give us what the employer pays for this one, everybody. Okay, because we're using 91%. So we're going to use 91% as a decimal. Times what the employer pays. So everybody, we're using this one. 12,266.67. Okay. Divide each side by 91% as a decimal. So we get the cost is $13,479.86. Okay. We're going to subtract that from the 12,000 what the employer pays, so that $12,266.67. So what you would pay would be $1,213.19. Okay, so that would be what they would pay. Yeah. Okay, so I'll write that. Okay, so you can also have everybody. So another benefit that employers offer is vacation days. Okay, so let's say everybody, you're at a job for 4 years. You, let's have it so you can see it. You were hired with 5 vacation days. And 2 days added each year. How many vacation days do you have after 4 years? Okay, so let's look at everybody. We have the years, we have the days. Okay. Okay, so you have 5 vacation days. So when you first start, everybody, you have 5 days. Okay, you're adding 2 days each year. So we're going to add 2. Now we have 7. After 2 years, you're going to have 9 years. 9 days, sorry. After 3 years, you're going to have 11 days. So after 4 years, 11 plus 2 is going to be 13. Okay, so you'll have 13 vacation days after 4 years. Okay, so a benefit that they have, and we all have heard about this yet, is unemployment insurance. Okay, and what that is it's a government program that pays you if you're let go through no fault of your own. So that means you are not eligible for unemployment insurance if you're fired. Okay, so that's an example we had as a couple years ago, like they were closing the Sam's Clubs. They're closing the stores. So that would be an example. So those employees are what they call displaced. So they are eligible for it. Okay, so the weekly benefit amount and it does vary, by the way, from state to state. Okay, so it's going to be X plus Y divided by 26 times W. Okay, X, everybody, is the first quarter, so they're looking at your highest paid salaries for 3 months. Okay, and then Y is the second quarter, so second highest quarter that you were paid. Okay, so for 3 months. And then W is the percent. Okay, of course, as a decimal. And again, everybody, it does vary state to state. Okay, so let's look at an example of this, everybody. So let's say you're 24% of the 26 weeks average of your 2 highest salaried quarters. In April, May, and June. You earned $16,200. In October, November, and December, you earned $18,300. Okay, so how much is your weekly employment? How much is your weekly unemployment benefit? Okay, so how much? Okay, so we're going to add together. Okay, so this is going to be our X. This is going to be our Y. This is our W. Okay, so remember, so we're going to 16,200. Yes, we have to have the parentheses. 18,300 divided by 26 times 24% is a decimal. So it would be $318.46 per week. Okay, so that would be the unemployment benefit per week. Okay, so another benefit that people that they offer is called pensions. And also, often if you work for the government, you get a pension. So it's a pension that you receive when you retire. From an employer after retirement. So like example, like for the military, it depends. They actually do 20 years and then you can get a pension. Okay, so everybody, so it's the percent times your average salary times the number of years worked. Okay, and everybody, that's for a pension. Okay, so this is the formula that we're going to use. Okay, so I'm going to do the example on the other page. And this is part 2 continued for 6.4. Okay, so let's say, so Liz's salary for the last 4 years was 65,000, 66,000, 70,000, and 72,000. She worked for the company for 20 years. Her pension is 2.1%, and we want to calculate Liz's pension. Okay, so let's do this example, everybody. So we're going to do, remember, drop the percent sign and go to left, add the decimal and the zero. Okay, so the percent. Okay, and then we have to find the average, everybody. So we're going to add all these together. And everybody can, they can use between 3 and 5 years for this. Okay, so we're adding all these together. So now we're going to divide it by 4 because we're finding the average times the number of years, which was 20. Okay, the number of years is 20. Okay, so we do that. So the average salary is 68,250 times the 20 years. So her annual pension is going to be $28,665. Okay, this would be annual. Okay, what if we had for Mia? So she makes 92,000, 94,800, 250. So everybody 3 to 5 years, and an employer decides that. Okay. So that's employer's decision. Okay, and she worked for 30 years. Okay, the rate they give us 0.875%. Okay, and we want to calculate Mia's pension. Okay, so we're going to do the decimal. Percent is a decimal. Times 92,000, 94,800 plus 96,250 divided by 3, because it's 3 years, times 30 years. We get $53,071.88. Okay, everybody, you got this. So notice this is 4. Okay, last 4 years, and this is for 3, so 3 years. Okay, everybody got this.